Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I really wanted to do a New Year's Eve kind of glitzy, glam, sparkly kind of a look, and yeah, this is what I came up with. It's very bold but also very sexy, and I just kind of like freestyled this video, so I think I did pretty good, but I wanted to add a little bit of a twist to this video. Instead of just, you know, using any makeup products, I wanted to pick best-selling makeup products from Sephora and Ulta. So these products typically have very high ratings, and of course they sell the most units at each of these stores, you know, Sephora or Ulta. So yeah, I mean, there's a really good mix of products in here, from high-end to drugstore. There are about 2 products I use, or 3 products that weren't exactly best-selling, but I think that they added a little bit of, you know, variety to the look itself. So if you're looking at me and you're like, damn, I'm not subscribed to this girl's channel, go ahead and hit that button. It's right down here. It says subscribe and become a part of the family. And if you're an oldie but goodie stubby, hey girl, it's always good to see you. Okay, so let's get right ahead to this look. So first off, I'm going to start with primer. I like to let my primer sit on my face while I do my eyes. The first one that I'm going to go in with, this is called No Pore Blem Primer, and it's by the company Touch in Soul. It's a K-beauty product. So this isn't the actual product. It's actually a lot bigger, but I got this in one of my, I think it was one of my Ipsy glam bags. So this trial size has been lasting me a long time, so I figured I might as well just use it. And I'm gonna put this on the areas where I have pores, and this is really nice. It's mostly like a gel kind of moisturizing consistency. One thing that I really love about this primer is it feels like my skin just absorbs it right away. I don't feel like I have this oily kind of like feeling just sitting on top of my skin, you know? Next up, since it's winter time, I'm gonna go in with a real good moisturizing primer. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. Again, this is another trial size, but I do plan on buying the full size when I'm done with this one. It's just so good and it smells amazing. I believe it has coconut water in it too. So before I go ahead and go in with my eyes, I was thinking of doing like a nice glittery look. So I'm going to be using this shadow shield. They're basically these little shields you put right underneath your eyes to catch any fallout, glitter, all that jazz. This is not like a best-selling item, but because you can get this at Walmart, but it's really, really useful. I highly suggest it if you just don't like dealing with the aftermath of fallout. It's a really good way to keep your under eye area makeup free. Okay, so when you first put them on, they feel like a little weird. They're just, you know, if you're not used to having something like this on you, but they're super useful. I'm gonna go in and prime my eyes with Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Caffeine. And I really like this for when I want my colors to stand out. It really does provide that nice neutral base, and then your eyeshadow colors show up like really true to form, you know, or true to color. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set that with Fenty Beauty, the Invisimatte setting powder. And this is my favorite one, guys, because it really just goes on like so translucent. And it doesn't emphasize texture, you know? So for a little bit of some transition action on my eyes, I got the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is such a good everyday palette. When I open up, show you guys these colors. They are super cute. I'm gonna go into this color Puree. It's like an orangey brown. And just kind of like blend that in. It's a really soft kind of brown. And it's perfect for when you want to do a non-dramatic transition color. So see, look how subtle that is. It's super cute. Okay, so let me show you guys the next palette that I'm going to dip into. Now, this is a new palette, and this is the Urban Decay Distortion palette. I love this packaging. It's so fun. And when you open it up, you get like a giant mirror. I don't want to like blind you guys, but that's it. And look at these colors. So okay, the first time you look at these colors, you're like, I don't know what's going on with this bottom row. On the camera, it probably isn't picking up the different colored hues, but basically this here row is like toppers for your main lid color to kind of give it a iridescent color. So the way that they situated this palette is you have each colors are aligned in each row. So these shades would have this topper and these shades would have this topper, so on and so forth. So I just think this is really fun, and if you ever get the chance to swatch this, you see it in store, swatch one of these colors and then add the toppers. I promise you, you'll be so amazed. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did an Instagram live with this palette and I made this really pretty purple color. So if you got to see that, you know that it's poppin'. So I'm gonna go in with this, gosh, it's like this gray color right here. And we're gonna do like a gray sparkly look, so that's gonna be the first one to go down. So I'm gonna use a flat brush and basically I'm just gonna like really pat that in. And there is fallout on this one, guys. There is. These shadows are like so freaking buttery, guys. I mean, they go on and they are very pigmented, but the one thing, like the gripe that I have about this palette is that you will see like a lot of fallout, if you can see it like right here. Other than that, if you don't mind fallout, like, I mean, it's still bomb, you know? Now I'm gonna dip into this black shade right here. It's called Blackout. And then I'm kind of gonna smoke out the ends. And what I love about this little stuff is that it's gonna create a nice, clean, crisp like line, you know? And really just go in lightly at first and then use circular motions to kind of like blend it upwards and blend it into that gray lid color. Okay, so now I get to add the NYX hashtag glitter gold kit. Now they include in this little kit, it's the NYX glitter primer, which I've heard bomb things about, and then some cool little sparkle action going on here. Oh, I also want to mention, guys, when you get it, it comes in this little like tower thing, and then you take off the top, so you know, this top color will come off, and then you'll have your little glitter in here. So this one is like a silvery halo glitter, and it is freaking gorgeous. I can't wait to just put it all on this little gray shadow here. Now I'm going in with the glitter primer, so not glitter glue, but glitter primer. And now I'm going in with this little glitter here, and it's kind of hard to get out. Here we go. And picking that up with my brush. Ooh, wow. This primer sticks so well. Damn, guys, I do have to say that this glitter primer, poppin'. I've never seen something go on not ultra wet and just make glitter stick to it so well. I have to say I'm very impressed. That is very, very glittery, and I really like it. Let me go ahead and do the other eye and then I will be right back. I love it. I love how sparkly it is. I wanted something this dramatic, you know? So moving on, we're gonna go ahead and switch it up, put on some liner, and this liner is from Clinique and it's called their Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. So supposedly it's supposed to be super easy to use, you know, especially for beginners. I've never actually tried this because it just showed up in my Sephora Play box. So I'm all about it. I love trying out new liners, and I do have my own favorites, but I'm always open-minded, you know, gotta try things new and let you guys know if it's worth it. I do have to say I really like this tip, guys. The tip is very easy to use, very precise. I'm gonna take it to the inner corner. I do have to say, guys, the cool thing about this liner, it painted over the glitter really easy. The tip was like really nice and precise. I was able to get that winged tip, which I love. Okay, so I took off my shadow shield and it caught most of the fallout. I mean, I did use glitter, so there's a couple flecks of glitter hanging around there. Nothing a little makeup wipe, you know, can't use to like just pick that up. So I'm gonna add a touch more of my primer right under my eyes just to really make sure that it's hydrated under there, you know, and really you want your skin to look popping on New Year's Eve. So making sure that it's moisturized, especially if you're gonna stay outdoors or be outdoors for a part of it, you know, you gotta take those precautions, girl. All right, moving on to skin. We're gonna go ahead with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. You guys, I haven't used this foundation in so long because this is my winter shade. This is the shade 10. And I like this foundation a lot because it really just looks like your skin. It's just like, it looks like effortless, you know, like your skin but better. And I'm just gonna use my Pure Beauty Sponge, it's damp, and go in here and just kind of put it all around right here. So see how nice and like lightweight this coverage is? It just looks beautiful. And it's definitely, it's not matte, completely matte, but it's also not dewy. It's kind of like a in between, but it does make your skin glow. Okay, so I'm going in with my new favorite concealer, the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm not even surprised that this is one of the best sellers on the Sephora website because I'm just telling you, like, it's amazing. It's so full coverage, really covers those dark circles, and, you know, a little bit goes a long way, which is what I like because I want it to last, you know? Concealer is like one of the products that I just use the most, so it's popping, girl, it's popping. And I like to do this one side at a time, and I just use my fingers to go in and just kind of pat it. And then also I have this little concealer brush, it's from Kat Von D. I like to use this right on like where my lash line is to kind of blend that concealer in. And also see right there along the bridge of the nose? You gotta get that, girl. Blend that in really nice. And it just looks, look at that. It looks so smooth. It's beautiful. So before I go ahead and highlight the rest of my face and my chin, I'm gonna go ahead and set this concealer just because it does set quickly, which is why I like to work with one side. And I'm setting this with my Fenty Beauty Invisimatte. Okay, so now that I'm all done with my concealer, next step is contouring. So on the list of bestsellers was the Fenty Beauty Matte Stick Trio, and I was so happy when I saw this because I was like, yes, go Rihanna. So I've had these since they first launched. This is Espresso is the contouring shade, Suede, and then Cinnamon is the highlighter. I do have to tell you guys, even though I love the colors of the products, I find them a bit dry. Like, it's not just me. Do you guys feel the same way? Unfortunately, you know, that's why I haven't really used them a lot, but I saw this chick on Instagram. She took a friggin' lighter and she warmed up the product, so I was like, shoot, why don't I try that? You know what I mean? So first off, I'm gonna go in with Suede, and I'm gonna go in just around the areas where I had my concealer because my concealer is really full coverage and my foundation is like a medium coverage, and I don't know, it just kind of, you guys probably can't see it, but it looks a little weird to me, so I want like an in-between buffer to kind of like blend in, you know what I mean? And this shade Suede for me isn't really like a full coverage concealer, it's more of like a highlighting shade. So I'm just gonna pull this up here, roll it up, and I'm gonna take my lighter, melt it down. Ooh, yes, it's looking liquidy. I don't know if it really makes much of a difference. Then I'm gonna use my sponge, blend that in. I do have to say, even though it feels dry, it actually blends really nicely. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the same with that espresso stick. Dazzle a little lighter. Okay, it doesn't feel hot. Oh yes. The contour feels so freaking creamy now. Ooh, I love it. Just gonna take this down here. Oh my god, you guys. Now it blends like a dream. This is the secret, okay? We need that lighter action. Let me know if you guys have tried that before with the lighter. Actually, look, it doesn't blend that well with my sponge. I got a little trick, Okay, I'm gonna use, what is this? This is from Moda. This is their cute little, like, you know, brushes here. And I'm just gonna blend it like so. This looks nice. I always forget that I have this. I need to use it more often because it's low-key. It's clutch. Yo, look at that. I think it blended pretty nicely. I'm just gonna go over a little bit with my sponge. I'm like obsessed, you know, it has to look like flawless. Now that looks good. Okay, we're popping. Moda came to save the day. I almost forgot about my eyes, so before we finish up the face, this is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's supposed to make your eyes look like, or your eyelashes look like they're falsies. I don't know about that because I'm part of the teeny weeny lash committee, but let's see. Ooh, so far so good. Wow, you guys, I mean, for me, my lashes look quite nice. You probably can't see them anyway, that's okay. But I have to say, Essence is not playing. I believe the mascara retails for like $4.99, so it's really affordable at Ulta. Really great result, and it's less expensive than the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I have to say, I think that this is my new favorite mascara. I think because of the glitter, you can't really see it, but it's so nice. I just got an idea. I'm reaching for it. I want to line my eyes with something really bright. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. These pencils had such a high rating, and I was like, oh shoot, that looks really familiar. So I went through my stash, and I actually have one of these that I haven't used before. And I was like, girl, why not? Let's use this occasion to go with something bold. Now, when I swatched it on my hand, it went on so smoothly, and that's what you want when you're trying to line your lower lash line, right? So I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line and then really go in with the mascara to make it pop. Wow, I do have to say, the pigmentation on these bad boys is there. This color that I used right underneath here, it's called Deep End. It's pretty, guys. It's really, really, really pretty. Wow, I do have to say, the Essence mascara really makes your lower lashes look long, like wow. But the only thing is, I'm noticing with a lot of these like lengthening mascaras is they do kind of tend to make the lashes clump sometimes. So I got a few clumpy bits, but otherwise it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. I'm like super pleased with this eye look. So now we can't forget about the blush. Don't think I forgot about it. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Ombre Blush. Now when I open it, don't get scared. Don't get scared. Okay, look at this. I know, it kind of looks a little bright, but what I love about this is this bottom shade is almost like a highlighter, and then it kind of does the ombre thing into the deepest shade. But all you need, girl, is a little bit of a dab, and we're gonna dab right in this kind of middle section here. A little bit, smile, and then put it right there. And it's really nice, really soft. And you just gotta like blend it, and it's so nice. Nice and subtle if you have a light hand. If you don't, you're in trouble. Okay, so for highlights, I wanna try something a little bit different. I have this Urban Decay, what is it? The Translucent Pressed Beauty Powder. Now, it's supposed to be used for like strobing kind of stuff, and when you put it on, it goes on really sheer and almost gives like a slight glow. So I'm gonna use this little highlighter brush right here, and I'm gonna go in. I know it looks a little light, and go ahead and add that right there. And just kind of press it in, and you almost like you can see it, but it's like, just gives that slight glowy. So we're gonna use that as the base for our highlighter. Honestly, I was really surprised that this powder actually had such a high rating on Ulta, because when I first got it, I was like, okay, whatever, it's a powder. Like, I got a million powders. And then when I actually read the description on Ulta, I was like, ugh, I was so dumb. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try this and see how I feel. So I'm gonna use it, like I said, in all the areas like you would just strobe, you know what I mean? Really nice and subtle. There's no white cast to it at all. But now we get to go in with one of my favorite highlighters. This is BECCA Topaz, and I haven't used this in so long. You know how like you love a product and then you just kind of like want to try other things and you forget about it, and then you come back and you're like, damn, you're popping. That's how I feel about this highlighter. So I got just a little bit, and I'm gonna just dab. We want just a little bit. I mean, look at that. How beautiful is that glow? This looks cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with my Fix Plus, also on the bestseller. It has so many amazing uses. If you're not on it, girl, get on it. Okay, so while that's setting, I thought of a really interesting idea for a lip combo. So while I was doing my research, I found out that the Marc Jacobs eyelining pen, it's, what is this shade? This is, it's called Brownie, and it's just like a nice brown color, but it also has a little bit of some sparkle to it. And I don't know if you guys like to do this as well, but I love to use products for dual purposes. So this is an eye pencil, but I also like to use eye pencils as lip pencils sometimes. And they do have like a nice staying power, and especially if you like the colors, like why not? You know, there are no rules in makeup, just have fun. This product lines so nicely. I'm telling you guys, try this as a lip pencil. It's bomb. Okay, so now that we got our brown base, I'm gonna go in with this is the MAC LIPTENSITY, and this is the color Dough. It's like same color as this, and I just had this in my collection for so long, and I found it and I was like, why haven't I ever used this? This is madness. But it is so pretty. And then I like to, you know, just take my finger and smudge along like this and make sure the colors just kind of blend together. And you could just wear this lip alone, but I do want to take my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and put it over that just because I love glossy lips. I'm obsessed with them. Ugh, I forgot how amazing this gloss smells, like juicy watermelon. It's making me hungry. So see, and now we have a beautiful, beautiful nude. Let me go ahead and fix my hair so I can show you guys the final look. You know, we gotta do that. We gotta show you how poppin' it looks. So this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know that this is more of a bolder look, but I just figured, you know what? Now is a chance. If you ever want to add some color, some glitter, some sparkle, why not do it on New Year's Eve, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to hang out with me some more, there are some videos on the screen for you to enjoy. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!